Right face.
Will the guests please rise for the playing of our national anthem? Please be seated. Class 23060, take seats. Friends and family, at this time, we invite you to please move around the room and take pictures as you'd like. Good morning. On behalf of Captain Beer, Commanding Officer, Naval Air Technical Training Center, Lieutenant Commander Greenow, Department Head, Air Traffic Control Training Department, and Major Steele, Commanding Officer, Aviation Maintenance Squadron 2. We would like to welcome you to the graduation of Air Traffic Control, ACA1 course class 23060. The graduating officer for today's ceremony is AC1 Jorge Rosa. We would like to show you a brief video of the student's life during a 16-week air traffic control course here at Naval Air Technical Training Center, Pensacola, Florida. pleasure to introduce class 23060 graduating officer AC1 Rosa.
Good morning, everybody. I'm AC1 Rosa, been in the Navy 15 years, and this is the most purposeful duty I've ever had, that I feel I've ever had ever. Right? It brings me great joy to welcome them into our community. NITSE teaches us to teach y'all, but they don't teach you how to let go of them, if that makes sense. Right? I spent 3 weeks with these men here, taught them air traffic control. It was very easy to teach them. It's the most fun class I ever taught. It was all males. I felt more like a head coach than an actual instructor. Sat there with them, taught them. They shared stories with me, and I've seen some of their journeys and what it took for them to get here. Starting with Edgar. Edgar was the wild card of my class. You never knew what was gonna come out of his mouth. We were 3-letter identifier for Navy Dallas is NBE. So I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan at all, but there was times that, okay, the best way to remember this 3-letter ID is NBE, the best team in America. He would just raise his hand. I'm thinking he has a question. He just say, "Oh, I'm named after the Dallas Cowboys." It would be something like that. Like, okay, I get you. He walk up to me and say, "Hey, Sion, I'm nervous," but he'll say it with a smile. "Hey, Sion, I'm nervous about this." Just keep smiling like, "Okay, you don't look nervous, but you just smile." Like, he had a heart. He has a small stature, but he had a lot of heart, man. And I gotta give it to him. A lot of heart. Potter was the most intelligent one in my class, I would say. No offense to you guys, but he just learned everything so fast. He would sit there, you could see the look of frustration whenever I passed him up. And he wanted to raise his hand and answer a question, like, you could tell he had it. There was a couple of times I called on him in the beginning and he knew the answer. And after a while I stopped calling on him. You could see the look of frustration on his face whenever somebody got it wrong. He's like, "You," and I'm like, "You." And he just like, somebody would say something wrong and you could see him like roll his eyes like, "Go ahead, Potter." Very intelligent, man. I'm glad you were in my class. I'm glad that you were put together. All right, Austin. I called him, and I never told him this to his face, but I called him the Scout. The first time I ever met him, like, I was cracking jokes in the class, and he would just like give me like a look. I'm like, all right. I'm not messing with him. He doesn't look. He's all business. He's very focused, very driven. All right. You can tell he wasn't here to make friends, or he was here to get down to business. After talking to him, getting to know him, and finding more out about him, somebody at New River, who was actually at the schoolhouse, told him that he would never make it because he was dropped from the course. And he took that as motivation, used that as fuel. And if you ever see him again, I told him, deliver a message from he and I to that person if you ever see him again, Hayes, AC3 Hayes, I'm glad you found a home finally, all right? We weren't meant to be in those other rates. We were meant to be here to be one of us, but I'm very proud of you. You've come a long way. I look forward to seeing you do great things out there, right? Keller, I call him Boss Keller. So whenever we do PT in the mornings, he's the boss of all the section leaders of the schoolhouse. So the class leaders of the schoolhouse. Whenever AC1 Campbell is running PT, calls on him. He's the one that wrangles up all the other class leaders and tells them what to do. There's a reason for that. I remember him spending hours of his own time to train struggling classmates and help them get better. That's the mark of a true leader, and I'm glad they chose you as the class leader. Okay? I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of everything you've done. You got a good one. All right? I don't know what else to say. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep inspiring people to be better. I don't know, there's nobody behind. And only advice I have for y'all, man, don't deny help when it's given to you, and always help others that need your help. Okay? Y'all gonna be able to do this by yourself, and go out there and kick ass, boys.
Upon completion of air traffic control school, the students are issued the Air Traffic Control Specialist certification by the authority of the Chief of Naval Operations. This is their license to control aircraft. AC1 Rosa will now present the certificates to our newest air traffic controllers. Class 23060. Attention. Most of our students come to us after successfully completing boot camp. Some students come to us from the fleet via the Professional Apprenticeship Career Track Program. Pack sailors designated via the ACA school will be advanced in rank upon graduation. ACA and Hayes will now be promoted to Petty Officer 3rd Class. Attention to promotion. To all who shall see these presents greetings, know ye by the authority vested in me and reposting special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of ACA and Tyson Hayes, I do hereby appoint you to the rate of Petty Officer 3rd Class in the United States Navy, to rank as such from the 13th of March 2023. To the appointee, your appointment as a Petty Officer 3rd Class in the United States Navy makes you heir to a long and proud tradition of naval leadership. By accepting this appointment, you are charged with demonstrating these standards of performance, moral courage, and dedication to the Navy and the nation which you serve as an inevitable example to your fellow Navy men and women. Your desire to excel and guide others must be boundless. Your appearance must be a model for others, and your performance must be continual reflection of your sincerity, attention to duty, and moral responsibility. By exhibiting unfailing trust and obedience towards superiors, cooperation and loyalty to your peers, and understanding and strength for your subordinates, you will contribute greatly to the effectiveness and a good name of the United States Navy. Given under my hand at Naval Air Technical Training Center, Pensacola, Florida, this 13th day of March in the year of our Lord, 2023, Captain Beard, United States Navy. AC3 Tyson Hayes will be transferring to Naval Air Station North Island, San Diego, California. To the honor graduate for class 23060 is Lance Corporal Caleb Austin. Attention to award. Lance Corporal Caleb M. Austin was, on the 13th day of March 2023, the subject of a meritorious mast, conducted by the commanding officer, Aviation Maintenance Squadron 2, Marine Aviation Training Support Group 23, Naval Air Station, Pensacola, Florida, for outstanding service as follows. During the period from November 2022 to March 2023, Lance Corporal Austin performed his demanding duties in an outstanding manner while attending Air Traffic Control School, Aviation Maintenance Squadron 2, Marine Aviation Training Support Group 23, Pensacola, Florida. Lance Corporal Austin displayed superior leadership and competence for resulting in his designation as honor graduate for Air Traffic Control Class 23060. He maintained a grade point average of 91.25%, placing him as the highest in the class. Lance Corporal Austin's professionalism and devotion to duty reflected credit upon him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and United States Naval Service. Signed, Major Benjamin K. Steele. And from the commanding officer, Naval Air Technical Training Center takes pleasure in recognizing Lance Corporal Caleb Austin, United States Marine Corps, for the accomplishment as set forth in the following citation. For superior military and technical competence resulting in his designation as Class Honor Graduate for Air Traffic Control A1 School, Class 23060. This accomplishment of the highest grade point average is indicative of the hard work and conscious effort Lance Corporal Caleb Austin put forth during this challenging course of instruction, and reflects great credit upon himself and is in keeping with the highest standards of Navy and Marine Corps team. Signed, Commander Greenough. Lance Corporal Caleb Austin will be transferring to Marine Corps Air Station, Camp Pendleton, San Diego, California. Mr. and Mrs. Austin, would you join your son? Dear Mr. and Mrs. Austin, it is a great pleasure to inform you that your son, Lance Corporal Caleb Austin, graduated with honors from the Air Traffic Control School on board Naval Air Technical Training Center. Our honor graduate program is designed to recognize only those students who excel professionally, academically, and physically with consistent distinction. Lance Corporal Austin has upheld our core values of honor, courage, and commitment without exception and has set the example for others to emulate. Lance Corporal Austin's devotion to duty and superb performance make him a valuable member of the Navy and Marine Corps team. You should be very proud of his accomplishments. Lance Corporal Caleb Austin has brought great credit upon himself and is keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Navy. It has been a pleasure to have him at Naval Air Technical Training Center. Sincerely, signed, Commander Greenough. Lance Corporal Caleb Austin will be transferring to Marine Corps Air Station, Camp Pendleton, San Diego, California. The class leader for Class 23060 is Air Traffic Controlman Airman Apprentice Nicholas Keller. A letter of appreciation from the Commanding Officer, Naval Air Technical Training Center. It is with great pleasure that I extend you a job well done for this additional duties you performed as class leader of Air Traffic Control A1 School Class 23060. The Air Traffic Control School staff relies on individuals like you to assist with the daily accountability of students, cleanliness of the building, as well as dissemination of information and materials. As a direct result of your mature guidance and leadership, the progress and success of your class were significantly enhanced. I extend my thanks to you for your dedicated efforts. You have proven that air traffic control students are professionals willing to put forth the extra effort in helping fellow sailors and Marines. Congratulations and a job well done. Air Traffic Controlman Airman Apprentice Nicholas Keller will be transferring to the USS Nimitz, Bremerton, Washington. At ease, and please be seated. Lance Corporal Matthew Potter II. Will be transferring to Marine Corps Air Station, Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii. Private First Class Dallas Edgar. Will be transferring to Marine Corps Air Station, Iwakuni, Japan. Will the guests please rise for the singing of Anchors Aweigh and the Marine Corps hymn.
Honor, courage, commitment.
Stand Navy out to sea, fight our battle cry. We'll never change our course, so vicious foes steer shy. Roll out the TNT, boom, anchors aweigh. Sail on to victory and sink their boats to Davy Jones' array. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land, and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines.
At ease. Class 23060, parade dress. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony this morning. Please join us in congratulating our graduates.
Congratulations.